Hey y'all, let's do a reading, shall we? Going to be pulling on the full moon, which is tonight. But, you know, generally the energy for a full moon kind of encompasses several days, and then that sort of transfers and becomes whatever else follows it, right? But normally I'm not huge on the full moon, like outside of the immediate craziness that's around it. But that's probably why it's a good idea for me to pull on it, you know? Because I have a very objective, sort of passive, almost nihilistic approach to the full moon. So let's see what's up. That's it. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. Brought to you by the Six of Cups. That's intense, people. That's intense. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Got the Two of Swords. Eight of Cups. Two of Cups. And the Sun reversed. And I don't keep my cards reversed. I don't let them get reversed. In fact, I straighten them all the time. So I'm very, very surprised that this one's coming out like this. And when it comes out like this, it's important. Listen, okay, so this craziness, this situation of temporary insanity that's brought to us by this full moon is getting somebody you know in their feelings. It's more about nostalgia than anything else. But there's choices. There's choices that they make. Yeah, I'm seeing. What is this? I'm seeing a bit of a reversal of fortune, a bit of a reversal of somebody thought they had it all together. Somebody thought that they, you know, I am definitely picking up on somebody who maybe ghosted you, who left you, divorced you, alienated you, betrayed you, whatever it is. They really thought that they had it figured out. They thought they were on a path. They were very confident about where they were going when they did that. And if this has been a long, evolving, multiple year sort of connection, it's the most recent time, especially. The most recent time that they decided to cut you loose. Now they went on this path that they thought they had all figured out. Like, this is going to be my life. This is what I'm going to do. Informed by the connection with you, frankly. Informed by the connection with you. See, there are some people who don't understand that the challenges of the heart are what life is all about. Is what makes life worth living, right? This idea that love should be easy is a lie, and a lot of people use that lie to sell us things, you know. But love is actually hard, and even if it's easy for the first 50, 60 years, it's really hard when we lose that person. So eventually, good, strong soulmate connections are hard. And some people don't want to do the hard part, right? So you've got, if you know your person, you know that they're inclined to take the easy path sometimes, right? They might make it look hard. You know, I'm reminded of, I don't know, I've been just kind of focusing on this idea that people who people who are constantly busy all the time are not the wealthiest people you know. They're actually the poorest people you know. And I think it's true because, like, if you've got a lot of money and you're still working that hard, you're either in debt or you're emotionally, spiritually impoverished, right? Like, there's a lot of people who work. They make tons of money, but they spend it all. They buy things with credit. And then there's a lot of people who keep on working because they're emotionally impoverished, spiritually impoverished. Anywho, be wary of those people who don't have time for you, who are busy. Who are always in fifth gear. Okay. Judgment at the Queen of Pentacles. How's that for a feedback loop? Man, they really thought they had it all figured out. They were on this path. This moon is unlocking either some memories or some awareness that makes them realize they don't have it all figured out. And this right here, you, the world, what did I say? It's unlocking this idea, this concept, this vision, this truth. Why is the Two of Swords here? It is a little bit of like too late energy here. Maybe especially for you. I don't know. I mean, I feel like we talk about this person, your person, all the time, right? Because they're coming at it from different angles, but the message, the reason, it boils down to just a few things. And that's one of those things, is taking this easy route. You know, we talked about this the other day too, is making them want to be a better person can be hard sometimes. And so we talked about hood rat tendency disorder. You know, that's the easy path. What's the easy path? Silly little life that looks badass, right? Minimal effort, maximum optics, right? Real deep soulmate connection is minimal optics. You don't get a lot of visual gravitas with that, right? Because you feel it. It's in your soul. You might even do things that are counterintuitive to the image that you put forth, right? You might get with someone who maybe you're a 10, and you might get with someone who's a 5 because of this connection, right? So it might, real connection and love and soulmate connection might damage your optics. So for somebody who's focused on the short, easy path, who is interested in the optics, this is the kind of behavior that we're gonna see, because they just don't get it. So that's where the hood rat tendency disorder comes through, the HRTD, right? HRTD, maximum optics, minimum effort. Do that kind of crazy shit. All right, we have the whoa, the Page of Wands. Got a little tongue-tied there at the Two of Swords. Yeah, we have the Four of Swords. King of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. This is the Nine of Pentacles is just a little deceptive. I would say that the road is almost, you know, it's like you're almost there. You're almost to the Ten of Pentacles. You're almost to, but there's so many options. So right now in the energy that I've also noticed that there is this, there's this flip-floppiness still in the energy. I'm not exactly sure where it comes from, but there's a lot of things out there right now which could really go either way. And that's why it's so important that you just maintain temperance, maintain neutrality, and not have an invested interest or a vested interest in one way or the other. Don't get freaked out by anything, and don't get overly excited about anything. Because right now, like, it is like a Schrodinger's box. You could go to the box and the cat be alive. You could go to the box and the cat's dead. This one thing that happens could either make your life amazing or could make your life less than amazing. It's an equal and opposite reaction. Either one of these is possible. It's not on a spectrum. This could be great, or this could evolve, or this could devolve. This could be wonderful, or this could be bad. Okay, so there's some of that in the energy. And this is where this Two of Swords lives. It really is in this place of you're almost there, but you don't know where you are, because it's still to be determined. And so the King of Cups speaks of this empathy, of this temperance, and also of community nature, right? There's a little bit something more to that, but I'll share that in a little bit. The Eight of Cups. I really wanted this video to be like 10 minutes long, but I don't think that's going to happen because it's already been 12 minutes, but I'm going to speed it up a little bit, honestly, because I got shit to do. But that won't make it any less meaningful or what it is. Shoot, that's it. Okay, thank you. Universe, Five of Cups. I mean, what else do we have to say about that? Yeah, you thought there was a dream of the best, of the path. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a bit false confidence. That little owl's eyes are a little bit crazy in this full moon, and this confidence that they thought they had in this path away from you is crumbling. This Queen of Swords energy that they had going forward, moving past the Eight broken cups of their connection with you and into whatever else they had, it's crumbling. Their confidence is crumbling. Intellectually, they see it also, but their confidence, their ability to cover that up and have this falseness, this Queen of Pentacles, that is crumbling as well. Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here? I don't think that they'll necessarily reach out to you because of this, but I think this is an important event for them to go through. I'm not saying that they'll reach out to you. Look. What did I just say? I don't think that they will. I definitely think that they have a devil on their shoulder. We've got the Knight of Swords, we've got the Three of Wands, and we've got the Two of Swords coming back. Okay, so the universe says, Rose, you're wrong. You might not think that they will come forward. Maybe they won't come forward for you, Rose, but they could. It's that flip-floppy energy of they might come forward and they might absolutely go farther away. They might go deeper in after this full moon. They might go deeper into the HRTD, or they might come out of it. It's one or the other. And you have no effect on the outcome unless you remain neutral and unless you have hope for a feeling as you're going forward. Not an outcome, but how do you want to feel? How do you want to feel after this full moon? How do you want to be? How do you want to exist in the world? How do you want to exist with love? If you hold that and hold a neutral position, one thing or the other, whatever happens, happens, that's when something magical could happen. But right now it's a coin flip. It's a freaking coin flip. Oh my gosh. You know, it's funny because I haven't read in a long time, and I read for the first time last night, and then here I am pulling all of this, and it's crazy. The cards are really like, like I love tarot, but it's a bit scary sometimes, to be honest, because this is a whole level of stuff here on your person. You might have already sort of figured this out. You might have had a feeling. All right, why is the sun reversed here? Universe does not want to give me a read on this. This card wants out, so we're going to pull that out. And then we've got the Three of Swords. Why is that reversed? Got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Wands, and we've got the Ace of Wands. And there you are. Like, for real though. Have some empathy and compassion for this person, whoever you're watching this for. It could be someone, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but most of them are definitely romantic relationships, past marriages, past situationships, past real, committed relationships, past one night stands. If you feel this way, you feel this way, and this person sticks with you, and they stick with you for a reason. But have some compassion for them. They feel like they're either moving too slowly. A lot of times they feel like they're moving too slowly. And it's astounding because they feel like they're always in fifth gear, like I was saying. They're always doing, but yet they feel like they're going too slow. And it's almost like they're behind the pack. And I feel like in this particular circumstance with you and your connection, again, they feel like they're too slow. But some days they feel like they were too slow to let you go. And some days they feel like they were too slow to commit. It's really that Two of Swords again happening. And I'm sorry, but you can never stop the connection with this person. If you feel this way about them, that will always be there. But you don't want someone in your 3D life, someone to share a house with, or share a car payment with, or introduce your friends to, who on one hand thinks they left you too slowly. So I should have dropped that a long time ago. And on the other hand, is like, oh man, I moved too slow with them and I should have committed earlier. You don't want that indecision. Now, will that Two of Swords end at some point? Yeah, but right now this is what they're feeling. And the thing is that this is a reoccurring feeling for them. But right now at the full moon, they're feeling it especially strong. Whatever it is, it's alchemizing and changing their freaking DNA. It's changing how they move through the world. And like we were talking about, bring it full circle, is these plans that they've made to move away from you. Even if you don't know about it and you find out a month from now that your person is leaving you, this might be future influence. But what I'm saying is that their path that they thought was going to be driving them to success, and that was laid in gold, and that was ready for them to just take it, and they just had to motor on over there, and they've just been on this path away from you, blissfully, happily, pushing you to the side of their thoughts. This full moon will make that impossible. Energy is energy, period. So when we are in a romantic relationship, let's say, and we're deep into it and we have this passionate existence together, it can be passionate in love or it can be passionate with fighting, right? So I'll tell you something, when couples stop fighting, that's actually the worst thing that could happen. As long as they're still fighting and still talking to each other, there's an engagement, there's a passion, there's an existence between each other, there's kinetic energy between each other, and there's psychological engagement, and there's an emotional investment in each other as long as they're still talking. But when they stop fighting, that's the problem. So what I'm telling you is that your person, whether they're upset that they didn't leave you sooner, or whether they're upset that they didn't commit and that they moved too slow on you as a whole, on your connection, there's still that passion with this full moon. There's still you in their thoughts when they thought they had blazed a whole other trail away from you. So that's your reading. It's going to be a heck of a full moon. I hope you don't feel this way. Stay sober, stay clean, be kind to yourself, have a bubble bath. Remember that all of the tarot readings from the beginning of tarot reading time are influenced by the reader as well as the time in which they're pulled. So no reading comes out of a vacuum. Okay? But that's your reading. Good luck, guys.